Hey guys, welcome to our channel and thank you so much for watching today. This video is just a random video I want to make so that someone who wasn't informed should be informed and take advantage of this, alright? If you're an international student and you are looking for opportunities to immigrate abroad, you should be able to go through the internet and utilize the materials that are found there. But without wasting time, I will be talking about this university, and this school is found in the United States of America. This school have an acceptance rate of above 65%, and equally this school is located in South Carolina. All right, is it South Carolina? I don't remember, but anyways, pay attention to what I'm going to say. Now, the reason I decided to do a video about this university is because I noticed that they have some advantages for international students. For example, the first advantage, which is advantage number 1, is that there is no application fee you are going to pay if you want to apply for maybe graduate programs. I do not know about the graduate programs, but I was checking with regards to someone who wanted to apply for PhD. Then I realized that there is no application fee, and I actually sent an email to the university, alright, on behalf of this individual. So the university told me that there is no application fee for graduate students that are applying for the fall 2023 intake, which means that if you are a master's degree student applying to graduate school, and if you are a PhD student applying to graduate school, you can apply to this university for free without any application fee. The second advantage found in this university is that this school is actually located in a remote area in the United States, which means that if you are studying in this university, the campus is okay for you to go, no noise involved. The third advantage is that in this university, not all the programs require you to submit tests of English language. That is to say, the IELTS score and the TOEFL score is not like really needed, alright? Not all the programs. Some programs may need this exam and others may not need it. So I will encourage you, if you are applying, make sure you write an email to the admissions team or to the graduate director or to the graduate coordinator telling them that you have interest in this, but you are coming, this is your country, this is where you come from, and you do not have the IELTS score. Can it be waived for you? In case you realize that it cannot be waived, or if it was asked for your program, alright, first of all, verify if your program need the exam. If not, send this type of email to the graduate coordinator and request for a waiver. I hope you understand. But remember, you do not need test of English. Another advantage is that this university, you do not need to submit the graduate records examination, which is called GRE. Yes, there is no GRE involved. I'm filming this video here because I am not in my usual office, alright, so in my usual position, I'm somewhere else. So if you are applying, know that you do not need the GRE score or the GMAT score, okay? Most of the programs, it has been waived, so you can apply for free. Now, the great advantages or very important advantage I wanted you to pay attention to is the issue of funding and scholarships. Before I talk about the issue of funding and scholarship, make sure as you are filling the application form, you will reach a certain level. I do not know when it is that or what level is that, but you will be asked to submit a list of some of the professors you want to work with or you wish to work with. I hope you understand. So when you are asked to do this, you are going to write a list of all the professors you really want to work with. But first of all, understand that you really need to go through the program website in order to understand the research interests or the research areas these professors are working on, or the things they are working on, all right, so that when you are writing their names, you should be able and understanding, or you should be able to know that this is what they are working on. And remember, when you indicate their names on the online portal, all right, when writing your SOP, try to mention their names. Your SOP is your statement of purpose. Sometimes it may be a statement of purpose, sometimes it may be a personal statement, but remember, they are not the same. The two are not the same, they are actually different. So that is something you should pay attention to so that you do not forget, all right? I hope you now understand. Now, another advantage in this university is the issue of funding and scholarship. how do you get funding in this university? I understand most of us, especially international students, we are looking for opportunities that we can get scholarships and study for free. Because one, we cannot pay for master's tuition fee in the US. Two, we cannot pay for PhD student tuition fee in the US. And of course, even the undergraduate level fees, we are unable to pay. Yes, most families in Africa, especially maybe families in rural areas, are not able to pay those tuition fee in US universities. That is the reason we are chasing some of these schools. Most of us, we are chasing most of these schools because we know that we can study for free. And for you to study for free, you need to put in the work. Now, how do you get the funding packages? When applying to graduate schools, I have talked about this several times on my YouTube channel, that if you are applying to grad school, you should know that as soon as you apply, some universities will need you to submit a statement of purpose, alright, while others will need you to submit a separate application for funding. Now, most schools will want you to submit a statement of purpose alongside, or let's say inclusively, with what you want them to do for the funding or how you intend to get funding. Some schools will specifically tell you that you just need to apply. Then after that, they will select you for the funding packages. But some others, you will need to fill a separate application form for the funding. I hope you get it. Now, the funds that you are going to get, or how your tuition fee is going to be waived, or how you are going to study for free, is like this. When you apply for the programs, then they are going to review your application. If you meet the requirements, if your application is strong enough to go into the program, of course, they are going to admit you and of course give you what is called a graduate research assistantship. Now, a graduate research assistantship means that they find your application worthy and they think that you are a strong candidate to do research, to coordinate research groups in their university. And when you get this graduate research assistantship, when you move to the university, you are going to be getting paid as you work in a lab, alright, or you coordinate a research group. They will be paying you as you do that. Your tuition fee will be waived, alright, and you will be getting some stipends. It depends, alright. And the name of this university is called Clemson University. I believe I told you before, alright. This school is found in South Carolina. Now, another form of scholarship you may get, depending on your application package, is called graduate research assist. I already talked about research. Now is teaching assistantship. When you apply for this university in the United States, most schools in the US, not just this one, most, alright, when you apply for most of these schools in the US, as soon as they are giving you an admissions letter, they are equally going to give you funding package like in the aid of a graduate teaching assistantship. Graduate teaching assistantship means that if admitted, you would be taking a group of students or teaching a class, maybe an undergraduate class or maybe a small group of students assigned to you by your supervisor or your advisor. I hope you get it. Now, as you are teaching those students, your tuition fee is waived. You will not pay tuition fee and they will be paying you monthly stipend for the teaching you are doing. Alright? That is how it is. So if you didn't know that that is how it is. And as they are paying you monthly, alright, your tuition fee is waived. You have other small incentives that you get from the university or from your supervisor or coordinator. Most of the times, these research assistantships come from the people that are going to be supervising your work, alright. They are the one to instruct the university or maybe the faculty to give you these assistantships opportunity. Now, we have talked about research assistantship. We have talked about teaching assistantship. Let's go now to graduate assistantship. Graduate assistantship is an assistantship in the form of a way that they will accept you. Your tuition fee will be waived. Alright, then you would go and maybe take care of a department or maybe be working in a student hostel or maybe in a faculty building, alright, like just coordinating students or telling them that this way you have to go, and you understand that is the meaning of graduate research. That's you work with a graduate school or you work with a faculty or you work with a department. In that case, you may just be a coordinator somewhere telling the students that don't do this, and that is it, and you get paid after 28 days. Sometimes most institutions in the United States pay after 15 days. That is half a month, all right? You get your salaries. But graduate teaching or research assistantship salary varies from school to school. Some schools pay more than others, all right? But first, the target should be get it first, because not every student that apply to this particular university is going to get it. I hope you understand. Now, another form of assistantship you can get is called fellowships. In this case, if you are applying for a PhD program, most PhD programs, when you apply for them, your supervisor or the lecturer in charge of you, or the supervisor that you are going to be studying with, or who is going to be in charge of you, all right, they may decide to give you a graduate research assistantship alongside a fellowship, depending on how you draft your statement of purpose. All right. Some schools have fellowships that are available, which means that that fellowship is another set of money, or different amount, or different money that is outside of the department, all right, that they are going to give you. Sometimes fellowships may be found within the department, but these fellowships is an addition to what has been given to you. Sometimes you get the teaching assistantship and you get a fellowship. Sometimes you get a teaching assistantship and a graduate assistantship and you get a fellowship. That is in the case if your research is too long. They know that you need a lot of money to do the research, and of course your tuition is waived. So these are some of the advantages that you stand to get in grad school. But again, like I told you earlier on, this is a lot of work. There is a lot of work involved, so you shouldn't expect the journey to be that easy. I hope you get it. Till we meet again in another one. But I will be talking about in how you can get supervisor. Sometimes it is even good to get direct supervision. All right. What I mean here is you go to a university, check who are the supervisors or the researchers. You send emails to them. Let them agree to supervise you before you apply. All right. That way your admissions may be guaranteed. It just depends. Sometimes they can say apply, and at the end of the day you apply and you are not selected. But just put in a strong application. As soon as the supervisor know you, that is an advantage for your admissions to go further, for your application to go further, or maybe your selection is guaranteed. I hope you get it. So follow this name. The link will be in the video description box. Please follow and apply. It is very important. Till we meet again in another one.